Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to make buns or scones. I'm going to give you a very simple recipe that you can use while you're at home. And again, it's another series of note. We are not going to buy bread from the supermarket again. So welcome to the video. So you have to warm water, just a little bit. You don't have to warm a lot of it. So that was just a little bit of water. Then that was me adding yeast. Yeast you can either use one and just a small portion of a tablespoon. So that one was 1 full spoon, then a small portion of it. And that was me adding sugar. So in this video I added like 3 tablespoons of sugar and a half. So the sugar part you should not skip it together with the yeast, because the sugar helps in the rising of the yeast. So the sugar normally aids into yeast rising faster. So that was me mixing it together so well. Then after that you'll leave it to stay for like 10 minutes. Then you proceed with your baking. So guys, as you've seen in the video, after I left the yeast to rise for 10 minutes, I added like a half a tablespoon of sugar. Then I added 2 eggs, one at a time. So make sure when you're adding your eggs, you beat them one at a time, then you mix it so well. Then after that I added like a cup of milk and also mixed it so well. And now it was time for me to add the flour. So that was me adding the flour. So it depends with the amount of bread or the corns you want to prepare. So you have to measure your ingredients according to the amount you want to prepare. So for me, I added like 3 cups of all-purpose baking flour. you have to mix everything up together so well. So the dough should not be too soft or too hard. It should be in between, just soft but not too soft. So after that, you leave your dough to rest for like 1 hour, and I left mine to rest for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, that was me. Now again, mixing it well. You have to punch it down to release all the air pores. So that was me punching it so that I can make it to these balls that I'll use as the shape of my buns. So after making the balls, you'll again leave the balls to rest for like 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, you are now free to go to your oven to put them into your oven for them to bake. For baking, you'll bake for like 30 minutes, 180 degrees. After 30 minutes, they should be completely cooked and well cooked. So there I was making the balls. Then after making the balls, you have to grease your tray, your baking tray, with a little bit of oil. You can just use in the normal cooking oil, just a little bit of it. You don't have to put much. Then after now greasing it so well, the way I was doing in the video, after greasing it so well, you now arrange your balls in the tray. So in arranging your balls, always make sure that you leave space between them, because that's not the size they will have after they'll increase in size, so you don't want them to stick on each other. So you'll have to leave the spaces between them to allow them to increase in size again, like kufura. So like I said earlier, after arranging them, you'll have to put them aside for like 30 minutes again. You can use a clean kitchen towel to cover them up. Then you put them aside for like 30 minutes. Then after that, when they are aside for 30 minutes, ensure that the 30 minutes you are using to preheat your oven. That is always an essential part in any baking. procedure. Always preheat your oven at the degrees that you'll use to bake your buns or scones or cakes or bread. Like before you bake anything normally, just preheat your oven. So as mine was there, I was preheating my oven. Then this is now 30 minutes later. You see they've increased in size, but still when they go into the oven, they'll even increase in size again. So after that, you can beat an egg depending on the amount of the number of the scones you're making or the buns you're making. So that was me applying the egg on it. The egg will give it a shiny look. So that was it. So as you can see, they turned out so good, guys, so delicious and so fluffy. They were so tasty. So I wish you all the best as you're gonna try the recipe. Bye bye, and thank you for always coming back and watching. Mom, see you in the next baking or cooking video. Bye bye.